Most people think you only need a few hours in Bryce Canyon National Park.
So to find out, we're going to spend the next 48 hours here to see if it's really worth the extra time.
Over the next 2 days, we'll be hiking through hoodoos, going on a scenic drive, and seeing parts of the park that most people miss out on. If you're new here, we're Jess and Greg. This year, we're driving from Key West all the way to Alaska. Last week, we were in Capitol Reef National Park, and now our journey has brought us here to Bryce Canyon. Good morning and welcome back to the channel. Today we're starting our time off here in Bryce Canyon National Park with the Fairyland Loop Trail. It's an 8-mile moderate trail with about 1,500 feet of elevation gain. And if you only had a half day here, this is probably one that you'd be skipping. We're about a mile in here on our hike and it is already spectacular. You just have incredible views of the hoodoos all around you. This is everything I imagined Bryce Canyon to be and more.
I mean, just look at this. This is insane. Jess and I have been talking the whole way down so far, just how much Bryce has already exceeded our expectations. I mean, there hasn't been a moment on this hike where there hasn't been an insane view. So we're loving it. So that was Tower Bridge. I kind of feel like it reminds me of that bridge in London, or maybe like the Brooklyn Bridge in New York or something. But it's pretty cool. It kind of looks like somebody carved that, but I guess nature did.
Well, we are about 2 miles in and it appears as though our downhill might be done. We're starting to go up now. If you know anything about Bryce Canyon, you know that it's popular for its hoodoo formations. I thought these hoodoos were formed by erosion, wind erosion, water erosion from rain, but it turns out it's actually from freeze thaw. In this area, you don't really get a lot of rain, you get a lot of snow. So the snow comes down and the snow melts and then it goes into the cracks of the limestone, and then when it freezes, it expands and chunks of limestone fall off, and that's how the hoodoos are formed.
Boy, that is Bryce Canyon right there. Holy Toledo.
So many hoodoos.
Just got off the Fairyland loop and back onto the rim trail, and wow, just an amazing hike. I gotta say, if you are doing Bryce Canyon and you're up for it, you gotta do the Fairyland loop. It was non-stop views. It gets you down amongst the hoodoos, and it was just breathtaking the entire time.
Yeah, so you go down in and then you come back out and you're rewarded with this beautiful view of, they call it the Fairyland view. And you're just stunning views of the canyon.
If you guys look into the canyon, you can see where we hiked today. Back at the van now, and we just ate some lunch. We took Maya down to the visitor center to buy our sticker, and now we're gonna get it on the van. So we get a lot of questions on what do we eat in the van. So this week we thought we would bring you guys along for dinner. I am making one of our favorites, beef and brock. A really simple homemade recipe. We love it because it doesn't take too long to make. It has great leftovers and it's delicious. So let's get started.
I'm so excited. This is one of our favorites, and we haven't had it for quite a while.
It's been a minute, yeah. But you see, not very hard to make, and it looks really good today. And I'm starving.
Look really good. Sauce is good.
Yeah. We walked 25,000 steps so far today, so we're starving. We're gonna dig in and eat this.
So after dinner, we decided to take the bikes off the van and head up to Sunrise Point to watch sunset. We got here about 20 minutes before the official sunset time, and it had kind of already passed its peak. So if you're gonna come, get here at least an hour early, but it is still beautiful nonetheless.
Okay, I take it back. The colors came out and the sunset was beautiful and we didn't miss it. All right, we're gonna head back to the van now and we will see you guys tomorrow morning.
Good morning. We're back for sunrise, and it's cold.
It is freezing, but look at this. Check it out. This is the famous Wall Street in Bryce Canyon, and there they are. It looks like the buildings in New York City, I guess. But pretty amazing to finally walk down the switchbacks that we've seen so many times on Instagram.
Well, good morning. We've had quite an eventful day already with the sunrise and some coffee to start us off. And now we are heading out on the trail. We're doing the Figure 8 Loop Trail, which combines the Queen's Garden, Wall Street, and Peekaboo Loop. It's about 6.5 miles. And if you're here for only a half day, you're probably gonna wanna do Wall Street and the Queen's Garden portion of this. That is the most popular trail in the park. The Wall Street portion of the hike was super busy, as expected. We were there at around 9:30 in the morning or so, and it was packed. Definitely recommend going sooner than 9:30. Once you get past that area of the trail, the crowds really thin out, and we've only seen a few other people on this Peekaboo Loop.
It's like our own mini Wall Street. I didn't know this was on this trail, but it looks just like it. Alright, the Peekaboo Trail is no kids game, guys. This is serious business. We're getting our butts kicked here, but the views have been endless. I mean, just an amazing trail, but holy cow, we're hurting. We are back at the van now and showered up, which is a real treat. We're now eating lunch, but yeah, we didn't grab a lot of footage on the Queen's Garden Trail on the way back because honestly, it was insanely crowded. So we got out of the trail, got showered, and we warmed up some leftovers, and we're gonna eat some lunch.
And the last thing we have for you in Bryce Canyon National Park is a scenic drive. Our plan here with the Scenic Drive is to head all the way down to the end to Rainbow Point and then work our way back from there. So Greg, what do you think? Is a half day in Bryce enough?
I think a half day in Bryce is enough time if you're selective about what activities you're doing, which hikes you're choosing. Are you going to do the scenic drive or not? But that being said, we have thoroughly enjoyed our 48 hours in this park, and we really can leave here feeling like we have an understanding of the landscape, which is what I always look for when we come to a national park.
If you only have half a day here, I would spend it by getting up super early for sunrise, hiking the Fairyland Loop Trail, and then doing a scenic drive. It will be a jam-packed half a day, but you could probably squeeze it all in.
All right, that's gonna wrap us up for Bryce Canyon National Park. We really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure you like and subscribe as we're heading all the way from Key West to Alaska, baby. We'll see you next week.
Now we're walking along the rim trail to head back to our campsite.
A campground site. So we get a lot of questions on, what do we get a lot of questions on? It's filming, so say something nice about my cooking.
Ew.
Okay, we take it back. The sunset ended up, what am I gonna say? All right.
The colors came out and the sunset was beautiful.